Welcome back to some more Simpsons Hit and Run with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Get out of the way, vehicle, you're in the way of my introduction. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. Let me know if you have. Anyway, we've got all the extra bits and bobs to do, and we're going to start off with the optional cars section.
You're gonna buy a car?
I sure am, Gil. We're going to buy this armored truck, which we will never use for any speed-based reason. Also, what on earth was the camera on that? Get out. Get. I didn't even get in the vehicle. I guess we did use it by accident. That is more than I expected to use it, so there's that. The vehicle we do want, the Chase Sedan. It's essentially the police car, but a little bit better. One of the best vehicles in the game. Real good all-rounder. Speaking of all-rounders, though, we do have to get our other optional vehicle, so let's just drive straight there, because it isn't far away. And this is actually pretty good too, and it's in a pretty good hiding spot. It took me a while to find this the first time I played the game, so you'll notice it's here, at the back of the Planet Hype. Back from when Hans Moleman crashed into there. It's a shame we didn't get to see Hans Moleman in this car. Missed opportunity, I feel. But yes, our 70s sports car here, which must be about the length of about 7 bathtubs. It's pretty good. Really, it only suffers from having reasonably low toughness, but as we've seen, the vast majority of the good vehicles in this level suffer from that trait. Farini for sure. The supervillain car definitely. Frink's vehicle that we chased, that is incredibly wimpy. This one, in the same category, but it does look pretty cool, so I hope you enjoyed that drive over to the bonus mission. We're probably going to change to a different vehicle, though, because this will be a terrible fit. So let's go talk to Mr. Jailberg. That's for making Level 5's mission too difficult.
What's up?
I'm looking for a wheelman.
Tempting. Tell you what, dude. I just walked out of Springfield prison, but if you clear up a few loose ends for me, I will help you.
Cool. A chance to use my petty thug training.
Groovy. First up, Wiggum is keeping the evidence from my trial in his car. Snatch it, and they have got nothing on me. Ha ha.
I do wish we got to see the prison, but milking the pigs, help Snake tie up some loose ends, destroy Chief Wiggum's car, and collect the evidence. Feels like a bit of a missed opportunity.
Fine by me.
Then again, we could also have had such interesting places as the box factory. So, I wish we had some more landmarks, but then again, they did fit a lot of references into what is meant to be a pretty short tie-in game. But it's a tie-in that doesn't suck, so I'm very happy about that. Anyway, we have to go wreck Chief Wiggum with a different type of police-based vehicle, so seems about right. You may think, hey, this looks pretty tricky because there was only 2 minutes on the timer. You would be wrong. You would be very wrong. And it's why we pick up the Chase Sedan before doing this mission. Because it turns it from being kind of an average difficulty half of this mission to being a pretty darn easy one. If blowing your car up is sweet as a cheese Danish, maybe it was just the smell of the fire was sweet as a cheese Danish. I don't know. Oh, sorry, Jimbo, I think we just took your legs out this time. Seems to just be a running theme on this level. We just ruined Jimbo's day. That'll show him for not being in the plot. Even Kearney has a part. So if I was being smart here, I'd let the hit and run timer count down. But that's not fun.
Oh, yes, I am a free man again. Now, let's get a little venture capital, shall we? I hear Fat Tony is totally paying big bucks for every milk truck that gets smashed up. Lord knows why, but he's the kingpin, apparently.
We don't get to see Fat Tony either. It's very strange. Oh well, what can you do? Also, what on earth is going on with the traffic behind us? Who knows?
Yeah! Whee! You're all mine.
Yeah, and this is... You'll notice there's no timer, so if we were being intelligent, we could just jump cut and just let the hit and run meter go down, and then continue. But that doesn't sound fun. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go hit this milk truck head on.
Oh, this is too cool for
I don't think you see the milk truck any other time, so hopefully you enjoy it. It kind of reminds me of, if anybody remembers those metal tins for Cadbury's
I didn't do it.
chocolate that used to exist.
You mean there's more?
It kind of reminds me of those. Also, related to that, did anybody else have one of those weird dispensers that's not for, you know,
My dust
obviously we have
appears.
Pez dispensers, but I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the almost like fake mini vending machines that you get for the small dairy nut chocolates. Ignore the fact that we lost 50 coins there. I know I am. I'll just do a bit of grinding between levels, it's fine. I miss those little things. I mean, it was a gigantic waste of plastic, I guess, when you think about it, but for the sake of nostalgia, right? It can't be bad for the environment. It was nostalgic. And we've got to be careful not to trigger yet again the hit and run meter.
Oh man, this
Oh, that's
sucks.
convenient though. Thank you, Mr. Safe Driver, for just blocking the entire road. That's very kind of you.
Simpsons.
Very cooperative. Usually I try to do the pincer move around the bridge and dam, but I didn't have to, so isn't that's droll of them. Also, our car is also smoky. Chase Sedan has good toughness, but it's not a bus or an armored van or anything, so we will deal with that before we go back to Snake. Because we're going to be going back there now. Weirdly, still no timer on this section. This mission would be significantly more difficult if every segment had a timer, and by level 6, I would be expecting that to be the case, but it's not. It definitely isn't. So we can drive back there as slowly as we like. We're just going to go repair on the way, and then we'll go say hi to him and sayonara and all those bits and pieces you do, all those social formalities and the like. Let's try not to trigger another hit and run. That would be great. Oh my word. Good job there's no timer when I'm driving just this well. Okay. We've done all your doodads.
Okay, dude, here's the deal. You need me, you just call my service, and I will be there. Later, dude.
I am the king.
If you're struggling with level 6, I recommend doing the bonus mission first, because the vehicle you get is very, very good.
So very
Come on, get going. We need to go to B.
tired.
There we go. So the bandit. Average toughness.
Wouldn't be too
Every
much
other
trouble
stat is very,
helping you.
very good.
Just let me finish scalding this stool pigeon.
Great timing
Hey,
on the
that's
scream
enough
there.
open.
I'm not allowed to beat anyone while I'm on the job. That takes some getting used to.
So we're going to do the circuit race first. I just happen to be here. And we're going to use the bandit. It's not as tough as the Chase Sedan, but it is
3, 2,
marginally
1,
faster.
Whoa!
It's time for some road rage.
And we can see it's Homer again with his fancy supercar, which is very much in the way. Of all the street tracks,
Rule.
this is... I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's up there.
Mindless destruction.
It might just be because by this stage we're using really, really fast cars. It just feels more exciting, because we're still suffering from right-angle-itis. But at least we get to go around the entirety of the roundabout. You've got to be careful, because the rings that are on the jump are solid. So you will smash your car up something fierce on their standing poles. But I also like this race because it feels like a fair challenge. It doesn't feel like it's a joke. It also doesn't feel like
What's my name?
Homer's just
Booyah.
trying to ruin your day completely every time. Don't get me wrong, the AI is not intentionally driving in a different style. It just feels that way. Whoop, getting a bit... This car is quite skid heavy. And that 2.5-star toughness, listen, for a very fast car, it's a really good stat. But the faster the cars get, the more damage they do to themselves when they hit walls, cars, other obstacles. So as you get further into the game, cars feel more fragile even at the same toughness level. So you may see more smoky cars in the future, I would suggest. You're definitely going to see one, but we'll talk more about that in next episode. But We're gonna do this pretty easily. Homer's not even that close to us anymore. I think he just gave up.
Lance Murdoch, Bart. Without the full body cast, of course.
Give it time.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, I totally rule.
And as is tradition at this stage, we're gonna ruin Patty and Selma's day. Oh, the physics, they never get old. Where do they put my car? I'm having dementia. Okay, let's just skip to Millhouse.
Still working for the man, I see.
I've decided to buckle under and accept it. The money I earn goes towards my dad's child support payments.
Hooray, the time trial.
3, 2, 1.
It's only 2 laps. You get nearly 2 minutes. It is, as you would guess, a reasonably long lap. It incorporates the entirety of Nelson's race, which is why we did, well, it's another reason why we did Nelson's first. Speaking of, he's still there. Yeah, so we take almost the entirety of his race line, just not the entirety of the roundabout. But we also get to play around in the harbour a little bit. And that jump will start smashing our car up, so thank goodness there is a spanner on this route. And I hate this corner. Unless you can apply rubber to wood, that was not what we were doing. There we go. Yeah, this lap's not too bad. It's not my absolute favorite, but then again, it might just be because it's a time trial, and it doesn't feel quite so fun when you don't have the AI around you. It's just either driving. Oh my word! Well, that lamppost just tried to end our entire career. Yeah, the time trials aren't quite as fun because I do enjoy watching the AI for its good and its bad traits, and there are plenty of both. Don't get me wrong. Ooh. Oh.
Hey, that's totally
See, I told you we'd get smoke.
Jump to light
The
speed.
collision on the rock I always find really strange. Dwayne blocks as he doesn't just let us bounce over. But yeah, even despite our, I would describe, ropey performance, we still have a reasonable amount of time. Again, use the bandit. It makes it significantly easier.
That was just barely a pass, even under our low standards, Bart.
Good enough for me.
Honestly, the Farini you'll pass that too.
Perfection. Thy name
Well,
is Bart.
We've seen plenty of the Farini, so let's mix it up and get the bandit some more screen time. That and Snake's kind of funny. Well. Sorry, Snake, that was not intentional. I did not mean to make that lamppost wear the head of your car. Let's go talk to Ralph over at the
You
observatory.
and me are having a play date.
We just
You race
teleported.
and I'll watch.
Ooh, teleported back. The checkpoint race.
3, 2, 1. I did it. I topped it.
Oh, good for you,
Time for
Ralphie.
some road
It only
rage.
took you 6
Bart
attempts.
Simpson style.
So again, we're only against home. Oh my
Hasta la
word.
vista, suckers.
Oh dear, dear. For a vehicle that I said is really good, I'm not exactly showing how great it can be. Having said that, I'm gonna show you something fun in a minute. Homer, get out of the way.
My butt hurts.
Oh, Jeebus.
I don't remember these being here before.
Good job I have a secret that we're going to try in a moment. So we can't really go through the wood shortcut unless we want to go around like this.
Sweet acceleration.
This isn't the thing I'm talking about. I'm not even sure if it's worth doing for time. Oh, sorry, Jimbo. Sayonara. So you'd be wondering, hey, how's he going to win this? He's miles behind, except Homer. I don't know what just happened. Homer, what did you just do? Anyway, here's my pro gamer move. There's a barricade, but because we're the bandit, whee!
It's time for some road
We can just skip a
Bart
ton of the
Simpson
race
style.
because there's no checkpoint in the area we just skipped. So now we're going to win it a canter. I can't believe I genuinely had that happen first time. I'm very happy about it. At least in one piece of skill.
Must have been all that fling from the law you've done.
Give
You'd
it
be...
up for America's bad boy.
She's not wrong. That's basically how I've been grinding for coins. You go on to level 2 with Homer's, you know, Homer's specialty car, the car built for Homer. And you just go mash cars, get 10 coins for each opposing car you blow up, and then you run away from the police, because the level 2 police are slow. Anyway, the Bearcat. This is the vehicle we got from winning all the races. Well, all the legal races. It kind of stinks, but it has a funny horn and money comes out of it, so... I mean, there's that. It does look kind of cool, but we will not be using it for anything, so... Sorry, we can't even turn the money into actual money we can use. Depressing. Anyway, let's go talk to Louie.
Video games, I'd be in better shape.
It's so true.
Bart Simpson at your service.
Minute 55 on the clock, you might think, hey, that's pretty tight. But now that we have some genuinely quite good vehicles, it's not too bad. Again, biggest challenge with this map in particular, as we saw in level 3 and here again, the hit and run meter. When we get down to the actual harbour pier area, it's so hard to not run lots of people over. It's just really tricky. You try so hard, but they just always seem to be where you want to drive. Pretty rude of them, really, walking in places you wouldn't expect cars to be. The sheer nerve. Anyway, this is the shortcut you really want to take. You take this shortcut, this mob race becomes a little bit of a joke, even if you do spear the wall there.
This town is
Take the shortcut through, get the heel, beautiful.
Oh, like no.
And yeah, if you take the first shortcut into the harbour area, you shouldn't end up with a massive hit and run issue either. It's a shame you can almost never take that shortcut because it only works going that, you know, anti-clockwise around the map, but meh, what are you gonna do? Also, how many times have we... Somebody in the comments let me know how many times we've hit Jimbo in level 6. Because there's been a lot. It's not intentional, he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We have 20 seconds left and all we have to do is make a jump over the bridge and it's gonna look real sweet. 14 seconds to spare. Nice.
You better not have scratched my car.
No, we're not talking to Barney, we're in the extras video. Go away. Yeah, go away too, car. We're going to go into the wasp segment. So let's go underneath this creature's backside and go find the wasp over by Ham Ahoy. No, it's actually on top of the android's dungeon. Still a cool sign. I would have a poster of that on my wall as a teenager. Probably not now. Think the family might think I need to be checked in somewhere if I did. Let's go get the second wasp while we're at it. He's also an aficionado for that sign. Little does he know, it's not actually Ham. Ugh. To Barney's bowler armor, and I believe it's the middle prong. Yep, the middle prong has the wasp. Inconvenient location, but at least he stayed in one place. So yeah, let's skip getting the coins, or at least cut it from the video. Next up, we get to go to the Planet Hype. Well, the roof of the Planet Hype. Anyway, we never get to go in Planet Hype. How sad. This wasp wasn't on the entry list either, so he has to go. Whoa, don't fall down. The weird spire on top of Planet Hype. Mostly solid. Really strange. Got all the invisible walls. Let's just walk over to the next wasp. It's not even far away. I don't even want to...
Just give me a sec.
I know what they talked about was going into the water, but I don't want to know what flavour that is, because it looks... It looks too magentry for my liking. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe like cherry coke. I don't know. What is the flavour of evil? It's fine. We're on to the Sea Spanker. Let's go get the wasp that's looking after the short shorts again. Now, I thought that given the secret car location moved, that it would make sense to me if they had moved a wasp to where the night boat was in level 3.
Video games, I'd be in better shape.
However, let's go up there just because we're here. It'll only take us a few seconds to detour. There's nothing up here. It's really depressing. Like, there's nothing. Oh well. Anyway, there's 2 wasps, I believe, down here guarding all these coins. All these delicious, delicious coins, so... That's number 1. And then his co-captain. See you later. They're gone. Duffland! Did we break that glass, or did the tankard? I don't know. Anyway, he looks pretty pale. He should probably go see a doctor. Not the wasp, I mean. He's toast. But,
Eat my dust
yeah,
eaters.
bye. Let's go get the one guard in the blimp. We knew it was here because he was guarding the laser gun earlier. And he did a terrible job of it. And that's why he's dying. The Krusty Lou Studios! Kent Brockman, where are you? He's a wasp now. Wasps can't be impartial. Get out of here. No, he's not actually a wasp. That would have been...
Best ride ever.
That would have been a strange story by Simpsons standards. Krusty, yet again, is not in his actual studio recording the Krusty the Clown show, despite the fact it seems to be on every single episode on the TV show, but it's fine. And then we get to do more amazing platforming that I am so very, very good at, as we have seen. Try again. What was it, like 7 attempts last time we were here with Lisa? I don't think it'll take 7 this time. I blooming hope not. Yeah, it only took 2, thank goodness. I'm going to celebrate by doing the exact same thing I did as Lisa and run from side to side. Anyway, there's no card down here, but there is a wasp, so... Maybe the card just became sentient and became a wasp. You think about that?
Lisa did it.
Well, I'm ruining the one that looks after the off-ramp in. Maybe they should increase the budget on the doors and windows. They look like they've only got $4 between them.
I bit my Wookie.
Sorry, Ralph.
My feet came out.
Yeah, you should probably put your feet back on, buddy. Nobody wants to see that. So, we're going to the left. Is there a wasp on this side? There is! If you said the wasp was on the left, you were correct. But there's also one on the right, so... No matter what side you pick, you're correct. Get out of the way.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, it was alright.
Asphalt eaters.
2 wasps looking after Camp Krusty. Honestly, probably still a step up from Mr. Black, let's be honest. The only things that are crunchy about them now are their mangled remains. And we gotta go back to the dam. Thank goodness we don't have to play Dodge the Collector card this time around. Because we just have a buddy down here looking after the door that seems to be even lower budget than the one at the off-ramp in. I want those, give me the coins. And then we have his right-hand man at the top. He gets the easy job because nobody ever comes here. Well, apart from us, and we've relieved him of his employment. Sorry. Alright, let's go get the cards, and we had to go back in time to collect the bought license plate, because there was no way I was avoiding that last episode. It was the worst jump cut in America, yes. Second card is at the bridge, and I was gonna say, you're meant to be doing some nice platforming, but you've seen how good I am at the platforming, so let's just drive there in a car. There we go. The Flying Hamster Science Project. And with the Floating Car Science Project can come next. Let's go back to Camp Krusty for the third card. Louie, get out of the way. Nobody likes you. You got nothing on Johnny Tight Lips. If we go down the well... Remember there was a wasp here for Lisa? Well, no, not for Bart. But if we hide around the corner, there's this card.
Collecting
The
these is
Gabbo
much
doll.
better than learning.
In a surprisingly hard to find place. It took me a while as a kid to find that. Now, we saw there was a card by the Duff Blimp, but you can't seem to reach it from regular jumping. So I came here in the sedan, still couldn't reach. That's an invisible wall. What are you doing? So we're going to have to find another way of reaching that
If I
card.
didn't play so many video games, I'd be in better shape.
So we're going to go real GTA style and borrow somebody's vehicle. And this is exactly the vehicle I was looking for. This will work an absolute treat. Also, this handles like a bar of soap that you've dropped in like sticky toffee pudding. It is horrendous. Let's just push our other vehicle out of the way a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Burns, for providing this vehicle with a guy with no face in the car driving.
It's like a game within a game.
Getting this car was a game, so it was a game within this game within that game. Gameception. Don't think about it too much. Oh, don't drive off a cliff either, that'd be great. So we have another card over by Wally Weasels, and this technique doesn't work. You see, I've already got Mr. Burns' casino vehicle, and I can't reach. So, what are we going to do now? Well, if one tall vehicle isn't going to fix it, what about if we get two? And I spy the vehicle that I need. Come over here. Come on. Come on, itchy and scratchy vehicle that's definitely not just the Vote Quimby van in disguise. And this is not saying Vote Quimby every 5 seconds. Mamma mia. That was a decision they made. Anyway, now that we jump on top of the loudspeaker, we can get the Radioactive Man #1 comic. Sweet. Back to the planet Hype, and we gotta go spinning in circles! And miss the card. There we go, get his t-shirt.
Things make me feel so good.
I don't know, this thing makes me feel nauseous. Ugh. Ugh. And then last but not least for the cards, we have to get on the Sea Spanker. But, as you saw when we walked there for Wasp, we didn't see the card.
Gotta work off my gut.
But conveniently, there's this coin here at the harbour side, which wasn't here in level 3. So, ooh, I wonder why it's here. Is it because there's another way onto the ship that's new? Well, yes, because you're watching it. So, we can now just run around the other side of the ship that we couldn't get to last time. And lo and behold, dun dun dun! There's a card. Which card is it, you ask?
Sweet.
The Australia
Love
boot.
mine.
And that's every card. Give them the old boot, son. There you go. Clothing time! And we've gone to the Android's Dungeon, where, other than our fat, nerdy, not very much friend, nobody's in his store. I guess Otto was busy driving children this time around. So, first costume is the Hugo costume. He's thinking about eating that cash register, I'm sure, but no, you can't do that. It's kind of sad, but what are you going to do? Next up, we've got the cadet version of Bart, which I'm not sure if it's cute or I don't know. I prefer. I wish they had the costume when Bart goes to church and he has the small blue suit. He looks reet dapper in that. This, not quite so much. But let's be real, if you're getting a costume for Bart, you're going to be getting the Bartman costume. 600 coins. But, yeah. It's the coolest one. We all know it. If you disagree, you're wrong. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, this is kind of the iconic one, I guess. And we'll just flip to gags while we're here. So, same two gags in the Android's Dungeon. We have Radioactive Man shaking his fists, like, I wish I was any store but here. And then we have our slice and dice robot with the poor midget that got roasted. Sad. Sad times for him. Gotta go back to Wally Weasel. We've got to drown some more kids in a ball pit. Hi, Maggie. Bye, Maggie. And that's the last time we'll see her in this game outside of cutscenes, probably. What a way to go. What a little trooper. We have the Can of Doom.
Snakes! Snakes everywhere!
I'm glad you said snakes. I had a small chance, but yeah, I wouldn't want to be in a can full of snakes. That is doom, doom, doom. Also, Barney, aren't you meant to be a security guard now? What's going on? Wow, Krusty really must not pay his employees in security very well. I guess it fits the bill. Let's go straight to the observatory. There's no need for a jump cut. Let's not run Ralph over again. He's had a hard enough life. And let's go pile through all the gags.
Silent alarm activated.
Silent alarm, check. Let's go take a look out to the sky and the stars. So pretty and slightly laggy. Hey, speaking of the moon there, did anybody else watch Wallace and Gromit as a kid and that made them think the moon was genuinely made out of cheese? I don't think that was just me. That Spiral Galaxy does look pretty tasty, though. Quite blueberry flavoured. Anyway, let's get the... Ugh. I know it's not a very exciting bar. I know the cradle's not an exciting gag, but can you at least pretend to pay attention? There you go. That's like when you had all the Ritalin. Ugh. And then we have to deal with our poor monkey friend in the Frinky Act 7. Oh, I forgot he can fly as an idle animation. That's kind of cool. What's not cool is the fact that the camera won't focus on the poor monkey. Look at those eyes. He's seen more than we want to, put it that way. Ugh. Look at that fish. He's having just the best time of his life.
Children weren't meant to get this much exercise.
I know. It's also the same 2 gags at Camp Krusty as it was when we were last here. Laziness. So much laziness. But at least this makes more sense with the Camp Bart sign as Bart, but meh. And last but not least, you knew I was going to leave it till last. We're going to explode all these shorts again on the Sea Spanker. Sorry, Hot Pants. You are now... now not so hot. While we're here, I know we fell through this arch as Lisa. Can we get to the... Is the other side of the arch solid? I know the middle isn't. Are the balloons solid? No. Well, we will never know. Those are the eyes of too much Ritalin. And here's the proof we've got 100%. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I know I have. Next episode, we're going to be in the final level of the game. It feels like it's gone by so fast. I hope to see you there. Like the video if you did, and subscribe to see more. Bye now! Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.